Hello and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to tap for any difficult feelings that you might be having about driving. So, first of all, let's focus on the state or emotion that you want to clear. And you can use this technique on anything, any difficult emotion, any problem. But because right now we're helping new drivers who feel anxious about their driving, in this video, we're going to be focusing on driving anxiety and any other negative feeling that you might have about driving. So just take a moment to be here now in your body and just notice what you feel when you think about driving. Because you're watching this video, I'm assuming you might reply something like, I feel anxious about driving, or I feel nervous, maybe I feel tense. But it's important to use your own words. So if you think of a different word that describes what you feel right now as you think about driving, then go ahead and use your own words. So if anxiety isn't right for you, change it to a word that feels more appropriate to you now. Imagine that I asked you right now to get in the car and drive somewhere. What feelings, what emotions come up for you now as you think about doing that? It helps to notice where in your body you feel that emotion or feeling when you think about driving. Is it in your chest, or your stomach, or your throat, or anywhere else in your body? So far, in answer to my questions, you should have come up with a couple of words. A word that describes the emotion or the state or the feeling that you feel when you think about driving. And the second is the place in your body where you feel it. So I might notice that I feel anxious in my stomach, or nervous in my chest, or tense in my throat, or something else when I think about driving. Remember, it's important to focus on your feelings and your words. So where do you feel it in your body? And then finally, rate the intensity of that feeling right now, where 0 is no intensity at all. In other words, I don't feel it at all. And 10 is as strong, as intense as that feeling could possibly be. So as you tune into your feeling, rate it right now, 0 to 10. Don't think too hard. Go with the first number that pops into your head. And then you'll have identified 3 things. 1, the emotion, the feeling that you feel when you think about driving, anxiety or tension or nervous or whatever feeling comes to you. And 2, the place in your body where you feel it the most, where it's most concentrated, in my stomach or my chest, wherever. And 3, the intensity of that feeling right now, 0 to 10. Maybe a 7. And now we're going to start tapping. You can follow me, and you also have the tapping diagrams to refer to. It looks and sounds a little strange at first, so bear with me because it really works. So to start with, we're going to set up the body's energy system so that it's ready to respond to the tapping and release the negative feelings. This part, unsurprisingly, is called the setup. And I'll run through it using the example of driving anxiety because that's the kind of thing we're focusing on. So I'm going to start by tapping on the side of hand point, and you can tap along with me while I'm doing this. And while we tap on that point, we're going to make a statement. We call it the setup statement. Helps to say it out loud while you're tapping, but if it's inconvenient, you can say it in your head. And the statement goes something like this. Even though I feel this, and then you name the difficult feeling that you're feeling right now, I deeply and completely accept myself. So, for example, you might say, even though I feel this anxiety about driving, I deeply and completely accept myself. So let's try it. And we're going to put in your words here. Even though I feel, say what you feel as you think about driving. I deeply and completely accept myself. Let's do that again. Even though I feel this, add in your feeling, about driving, I deeply and completely accept myself. And one more time. And this time we might acknowledge where we feel that feeling in our bodies. So, even though I feel this, say what you feel, and I feel it in my, say where you feel it in your body. When I think about driving, I deeply and completely accept myself. And that's the setup done. And we're ready to tap on the negative feeling, the anxiety, the nervousness, or whatever you're feeling. So focusing on that feeling and the place in your body where you feel it, we are going to tap on the 8 points. And here are the 8 points that we're going to tap on. And as we tap on each of the points, we're going to keep our attention focused on the emotion, the feeling. We do that by saying out loud what we call a reminder phrase to keep us tuned into that feeling. So follow me in tapping on the following points and repeating these words. So top of head first. This feeling about driving. Say that out loud. This feeling about driving. Okay, now we're going to tap on the eyebrow point with 2 fingers, beginning of the eyebrow. This feeling about driving. Now we're going to tap on the side of the eye. This feeling about driving. And we might start to add in what you're feeling. So name what you feel about driving right now as you tap under the eye. This feeling. Name your feeling. Now under the nose, that feeling about driving. And on the chin, I feel, say what you feel about driving. And the collarbone point, this feeling about driving. And under the arm, this feeling, say your feeling, about driving. Okay, that's one round done. Let's do another one. Maybe a bit faster this time. So back to the top of the head. And this time we're going to add in some words to focus on the sensation in your body when you think about driving. So, this feeling about driving. You say that out loud. This feeling about driving. And the eyebrow right there in my name where you feel it in your body. This feeling. Name your feeling. And then under the eye, this driving feeling in my name where you feel it. Under the nose, this feeling about driving. On the chin, I feel it in my, say where you feel it. On the collarbone, this feeling about driving. And then under the arm, this driving feeling, you can name yours, in my, name where you feel it in your body. Okay, take a rest and take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. So that's one round done. Let's check in with how we're feeling now when you think about driving. And what if I was to suggest that we go for that drive right now? Just notice what you're feeling in your body now. What emotion, what feeling is there now? And where do you feel it in your body? And it might be the same place as before, but it might have moved. And how strong is it now? 0 to 10. If the intensity is still more than 0, then we can do more rounds and we can adapt your tapping phrases, your language, to what you're feeling now. So we'll start another setup to reflect where we are now. And it may be the same words you used before, or it might be different words, depending on what you're feeling now. And the emotion may have changed to a different emotion. So we track where you are right now. Tapping on the side of the hand, we'll say out loud, even though I feel, name what you feel now. When I think about driving, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I feel about driving, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I feel this in my, name where you feel it, I deeply and completely accept myself. And now we'll tap the 8-point sequence. This feeling, name your feeling. This driving feeling. This driving feeling. This remaining feeling about driving. This feeling, name your feeling. Right there in my, name where you feel it. This feeling about driving. Right there in my, name where you feel it. Let's do one more round. This time, specifically think about exactly what is it that you're feeling anxious about. Often new drivers say, I'm anxious about getting it wrong, or I might make a mistake, or I might hold everyone up, or someone might toot at me, or whatever anxious thought. But go with whatever pops into your head when you ask yourself, what exactly is it about driving that I'm anxious about? And tapping on the top of the head, this driving anxiety. I'm anxious about, say specifically what worries you. This driving feeling. I feel about, say specifically what you feel that feeling about. This driving anxiety or other feeling as appropriate. I'm anxious about this driving feeling about, say what you're worried about. Okay, let's just rest and take a breath. And then we'll check in once more. When you think about driving right now, how are you feeling? Most people report that the emotional intensity is getting lower. If you have any remaining intensity, you can simply do another setup and more rounds of tapping on whatever you're feeling right now, until you feel comfortable enough about driving. And that's it. That's the basic technique. Use it whenever you think about driving, and I suggest you use it before your next driving lesson. Enjoy.